Because when you're trying to do something new, when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, have you noticed how there's always something going wrong? Or there are always things that are blocking you, forbidding you, preventing you from advancing? Hey, Christy again. This is a special kind of video, so make sure to watch till the end to see what happened, how my day went. I don't know how else to say this, but it seems like every single time I plan on working on YouTube, something seems to get in the way. And today was just ridiculous. Today was something else. You see, I had my whole day planned. Usually I work in the mornings. I do have a part-time job that I do from home. I also help my daughter with her schools. So today she was supposed to go to my parents in the morning to study while I was supposed to work on YouTube. I did my work for my part-time job. I did it. I was done by 8:30 in the morning. I was happy that I was able to finish everything early on. And then after that, we had already had breakfast. It was time to wash the dishes. That's my morning routine. I get up, open the water, the faucet to start washing my dishes. No water. Nothing. Not a drop. Nothing. Nothing at all. And I was like freaking out because this happened yesterday as well. I had gone to the bathroom to wash my hands and there was no water. I found some soap. There was no water coming out and I was freaking out. And then I had some water in my cup, so I poured it out and I managed to find some water to pour it out. So yesterday I had lost water from, let's say, 10:30 up until about 2 p.m. But it was on and off. It was intermittent, as they called it. I had called the city yesterday and they said, you know what? We're working on the water pressure, so it's going to be intermittent until 3 p.m. That was okay because at least I was getting water on and off, right? Today, however, I called in the morning as soon as it happened, right after it happened, and I was told that there was a pipe that broke on my street. So they had to come and fix it. Therefore, they cut off the water supply completely, and it was supposed to go up until 4 p.m. And then it suddenly hit me. This isn't just about water for the faucet, for the kitchen to wash the dishes. This is everything. Everything else, forget brushing my teeth, forget washing my face, even drinking water, because last summer we switched from bottles to filtration. So, and our filtration system is hooked to the sink, to the pipes. So I had no drinking water. I knew there was still a little left, but I didn't want to use it up. So, and you know what? Let's not forget the bathroom. That's just a whole different story. Now tell me, how am I supposed to stay home and film or do anything at all if I can't drink, if I can't use the bathroom or wash my hands at all? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So usually, and I did a video about this, a topic similar to that not long ago, just a few videos ago, talking about how I was always usually the type of person who would not give up so easily, but whenever I'm in a bad mood or whenever something happens that disrupts my routine, or my plans, it just kills me. I forget it. It kills my mood. I don't want to do anything anymore. And I say to myself, okay, forget it. This is a bad day. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. I'll deal with it another day. I'll do this another day. But you know what? Lately, I've been working so hard on my mindset and I haven't been letting this get in my way or stop me. I told my daughter, let's go. You're not going alone to your grandparents today. I'm going with you. So I packed up our stuff, took my laptop, and oh, I forgot my tripod at home. And I was like, great. How am I going to film without my tripod? So my mom offered that my dad goes home to my house and pick up the tripod. I'm like, no. Anyway, long story short, I drove to my home and I said, you know what, when I was home, let me check to see if the water is back, although they had said till 4 p.m. I checked and the water is back. I quickly washed some dishes that was left over because I hate leaving dishes in the sink. I washed them quickly and then I got back in the car and I came back to my parents' house because my microphone was here, my laptop was here, so I couldn't have filmed from home. Now, my parents are extremely helpful and so sweet, and my mom said, you know what, film from here. They have better lighting here anyway. They have windows all over, so it's so much better than my place. So she said, we'll leave because, you know, it's hard to film when there are other people in the house. So they took my daughter, my mom, my dad, and they went to the mall, which is really just across the street. It's not far from here. So lucky for me, I live close to my parents. It's about 10 minutes by car, so it's not that bad. So that's a blessing, right? Now, if this was just a one-time thing, I would have brushed it off and said, okay, things happen in life. But lately, it seems that every single time I'm planning something or I'm planning to do something for YouTube, especially film, something comes up and disrupts the whole thing or makes it impossible. Like it would have been literally impossible today for me to film at home with no water all day long or all morning long. So, I mean, it just makes me wonder what is going on? Is there like this dark energy out there that's really against me doing YouTube, that does not want me to do this, and that keeps coming up with obstacles, with issues to just because I feel like, let me just say one thing here, and it just occurred to me. I feel like when you're trying to advance in life, especially if you are a negative person, like I have always been for a long time, it's as if the dark forces don't want you to move forward. They don't want you to improve. They don't want you to change your life. They don't want you to get rid of the negative energy and get into your positive energy. um, this is at least what it feels like. How else would you see it? How else? Tell me, what do you think? Comment. Let me know. Share your stories. Do you experience things like this all the time? I know things happen in life. I know things come up, and there are always going to be obstacles in any journey we take or in any way, shape, or form, right? However, when it's every single time, just about every single time, like about a week and a half ago or a couple of weeks ago now, I've discussed this in one of my other videos. I tried posting on YouTube for 7 days. Those 7 days turned into 10 because, or 10 or 11, because the very second day that I started my challenge, my daughter got sick, and my daughter hasn't gotten sick in over a year and a half. So this is a little bit like out of the ordinary for us. She got sick and she was home with me for a good 7 days, and I had to take care of her, especially the first 3 days. Now I had already posted one video and I had already filmed 3 videos. So that was enough for 4 days. But what about the 3 days? So I wasn't even able to post for 7 days in a row because of this very unexpected thing that came up. At some point before I started YouTube, if you've watched any of my older videos, I do have a video discussing the obstacles that I had before I started YouTube that I felt were standing in my way, working against me, forces to not start. I ordered my microphone because I didn't want to start YouTube without a mic. And by the time my microphone came, my lips started bleeding at the bottom here, and they would bleed like I never had that in my whole entire life. And then they calmed down for a week. It took about a week, and because they were also swollen and I couldn't talk properly. So then they calmed down. 2 weeks later, they calmed down, and then I got a migraine that dragged on for a good week. And then when the migraine was over, my lips were bleeding again for another week, until about a month later I was finally able to start my YouTube channel. So tell me, is this typical? Do you all experience that, like, or is something trying to stand in my way? I'm tired, but you know what, I'm not going to give up. So tell me, what do you think? Is this life throwing random things, random challenges and obstacles my way, or do you think something deeper is happening here? Or is it, like I was just mentioning earlier, is it that every time you're trying to do something new, getting out of your comfort zone, have you noticed how there's always something going wrong? Or there are always things that are blocking you, forbidding you, preventing you from advancing? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Help me out here. Is it just me, or is this like a very common thing? Is this a test of patience? Is it a sign to push harder, or is it just pure bad luck? What do you think? I don't know. One thing I do know, however, is that I don't want to give up. I don't want to let this go, because for once, I feel so motivated. Forget motivated. I feel so convinced and determined. And I feel it deep inside that I really, really want this to work. I really want this to work, but I try to do the 7 day challenge. That doesn't go too well. That doesn't go too well. It didn't get me any results that I wanted. The only result it got me is that it taught me that I am able to film when my daughter is around if I really have to. I was hoping for more exposure. I was hoping for more views, for more subscribers. Didn't do that job. Okay. Maybe 7 days was too small, but now I'm trying to be consistent. I finally said to myself, let me post on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. This way, 3 times a week, be good, and it gives me enough time in between to work on my like editing and all that, and to put my videos together. So, I figured I'll film on Monday and I'll film on Friday. This way I'll have Monday for the week, and then on Friday I'll have a little bit for the week after. So, but look at this. A Monday was yesterday. I couldn't film because because I said I'll film on Tuesday. It's okay because I knew I had like something to post yesterday already. Here comes Tuesday and I lose water. And I'll say it again. I will not let this stop me. I will do whatever I can, whenever I can, whenever I need to get things done this time around in my life. I'm old enough, mature enough, and experienced enough to understand that I have the power to not let things get in the way when I really want to do something. All right. So whoever you are, wherever you are, you bad energy, you negative, bad, evil thing, trying to get in my way and stopping me from accomplishing another goal, getting a step closer to my goal. You are bad. Leave me alone. And if you don't, I'm going to keep resisting. You see, even the Lord says, resist the devil and he will flee. So I'm sticking around. All right. This time, I am not giving in. I'm not giving up. I'm sticking around. And let's see what's going to happen. Let's see who's going to win. Because I know that there's someone out there. I know you're out there who is going through similar things one way or another, or who might go through similar things one way or another. I know you need to hear this. I know you need to hear about the struggles and not just the positive things. I'm all about positivity these days, believe me. All right. But I also want to keep it real. And I want you to know that it's not all flowers. It's not all roses and tulips and, peachy. YouTube is super rewarding. I love it. Honestly, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I don't want to give up. But I also want you to know that it's not just about, YouTube is pushing out small channels. YouTube is monetizing channels, small channels in like 7 days, 30 days, and whatever. It's not about that. There are certain people who can get that, but they're the very minority, believe me. All right. Now, however, if you really want this, you have to persevere. It takes patience, perseverance. It takes repetition. It takes to do the boring things sometimes. So are you willing? Do you want to? I know you want to hear this. I know this is going straight to your heart and it makes you feel like, yes, that's exactly how I feel. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you. Because I need to hear these things. See, when I'm trying to encourage you, I'm encouraging myself too. And I'm reminding myself and I'm confirming to myself or affirming to myself that I should keep going. I'm strengthening myself while I'm strengthening you too. Can you relate? If you're going through that, don't let that bad, negative energy get to you or stop you from accomplishing what you want to do, what you're meant to do. Stop you from getting one step closer to your goal. Every single time you take action, you got one step closer to your goal. I'm not seeing quick results, so be it. That is the average for YouTube. That's what most small creators go through. And it could be for months, it could be for a year. I don't know. Just know that you're the norm. You're the norm if you're not growing fast. This is the norm on YouTube. At least one person out there listening to this right now or watching this who's had similar experiences. There must be at least someone who's had obstacles nonstop every time they're trying to accomplish a goal. If that's you, please, again, leave a comment. Let me know. Share your story. Tell me what was your goal or what is your goal and what obstacles or obstacle that keeps popping up to prevent you or try to stop you from getting that one step closer. And how do you handle it? How do you keep going? How do you push through? And hey, if you're in a journey similar to mine, trying to grow on YouTube from a very, very small channel, come on, share your experience. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let's grow together. Let's learn together. Let's share our thoughts and our challenges and our wins together. Subscribe for more real talk, conversation together intimately. And I'll keep you updated with my journey. And this isn't just about challenges or obstacles. This is about wins. Right now, I won. I posted my first community post earlier this morning because I wasn't sure if I was going to end up filming today or not. So I said, let me at least make a post. For the first time, I didn't want my first post to be negative like that, but I thought this is a good opportunity to share something with the community. I'm not sure if any of you saw it, but I decided then, you know what, maybe I'll make content on this because this is content. This is a part of my journey, right? So, and my point is I'm trying to help you by sharing my wins as well as my challenges so that you can hopefully try to avoid some of the challenges I'm having, try to avoid some of the mistakes I'm making throughout my journey. And also, if you run and when you run, because you will, we all do get those obstacles. When you run into those obstacles, maybe you remember my words and motivate yourself to inspire yourself to keep going in spite of. All right, rant is over. I don't want to drag this on any longer. One thing is for sure, this is just the beginning. I'm just starting. But remember, mindset, mindset, mindset. Like I've said in my previous videos, do not depend on motivation. Motivation is moody. Motivation is not dependable. It changes with your mood, it changes with whatever you allow to affect you. However, mindset should not be moody because we can always remind our mindset to stay positive, even in negative circumstances. Just like now, it was a pretty negative circumstance for me, but hey, it could have been so much worse, right? At least I managed to eat and feed my daughter. I managed to get a couple of things done before I lost water. And I'm blessed enough. I have my parents who live not far from me, and I was able to come over here and film after all. And they were nice enough to leave the house. So listen up. Thank you for watching. I hope that that you watched till the end. I'm very happy to have you as a part of my journey. Let's learn and grow together. See you on the next one.